Welcome back to another Guild Wars video, Commanders. We got Season 13, Round 6. Went up against Shock&Awe, Rapture. Now, I remember Shock&Awe, and I also remember Rapture. But I don't remember them together, but I don't not remember them together either. So perhaps they are a merged guild, and they chunked us down pretty darn good. They still have 35 attacks. We've got 11. It's a little early to tell, but I figured I'd make a video anyway. We were 27th. We were obviously out of our reach going up against Rocket Project in the last round. So I'm not too sure where we're going to fall for next round. But I thought we could talk about the mid-season change-up as well, especially if you're just having a better, like I'll say, we're looking pretty strong. It's a good thing I've got a bunch of guildmates that got each other's backs, because I messed up last round and this round. I went 4-4. I call that messing up. And yeah, they didn't even really... It would have sucked if it come down to like those couple wins, you know, that 0.5%, but it didn't. Doing great, so probably going to be like 50th. So there could still be some monsters in there. I mean, we could still face basically anyone from 25 to 50. So, I mean, right? They could have won one, lost one too. FA Empire. Oh, Shock&Awe Maelstrom. Okay. Wojo Wincy. Could face them. New World Order. Destiny Upon Us. Smash Pandas. Hospico. Stormbreakers. Palace of Paladins. Dragon Slayers. Revenant Horde. We could face any one of them. You never know. So we're going to talk about a mid-season change-up. And what I'm changing the teams to, why I'm changing them that way. Before all that, I'd like to say I hit 250 subscribers, and I appreciate it. Y'all are the best. Let's go for 300, though. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video, to future videos. And never forget, just enjoy. Then we're going to be going into the attacks. My guildmates and myself. And when I'm saying I messed up the attacks, it's always good to have some friendly competition within the guild. So me and Anarius, he's probably gonna whoop my ass. It's definitely looking that way. But if I don't pull my pounce up, Sir Flo's gonna be creeping right up there. So might even in for future videos, I've got all the Demon Soldier captains now, so I might do how-tos to use those throughout the rounds. Try to get 2 wins with each Lord in the upcoming rounds. But what I have decided to go with, so this is what I was running for this round, and I decided to stick with it. No one's attacked it yet, but I know it's super strong. Ireless just provides so much rage regen for the entire team. Between Ireless rage regen, because every time she heals someone, they're getting that 2%, right? And between Ezra's, basically, there's no downtime in between Valesi's minions attacking, right? By the time they hit, she's A3 though. So that's probably, it might be what it is. They get extra attacks, but they're not even done attacking before the next set comes out, making it super hard to bomb, super hard to fly over. I was going to use Malvira here, okay? And facing her same way I have Catagrim facing. But Malvira, and she'd do some crazy things, like sometimes suck one of the fiends from below her to like right beside Ezrith, but they'd still be hitting her, and then the count really hits him then. And also the count with a 5 stack, we'll hit a Fiend here. And with a 4 stack, good luck killing Catagrim. You can try to get the Demon Captain or the Blood Queen in there with a Fool and then get a Fiend in there. Or get 2 Fiends in there. But you don't really have time to get 2, because by the time you get 2, the ones are almost dead already. So you can get 1 Fiend in there, and then a set of bugs so that the count doesn't hit, and then another Fool. But it's really, really... I'm sure it can be beat with a Fiend and a Spider stack and a Chaos Captain, because the count can't hit any of those. But, I mean... Catagrim's pretty hard to kill. They'd have to get lucky and have the BP. So that's what I'm switching up from the last video that you guys seen. And I believe it's a very, very strong team. Very strong team. Okay. And like I was using NAS, and that's the thing. Like you can take Malvira in there, and honestly, from my testing, Malvira does just as well as Catagrim. Okay, although I do see Malvira's health getting to like 10-15%, and if I had another 10k on top of my Lord BP, that would probably be a kill hit. So I'm just trying to take in precaution. If we're fighting a monster tomorrow, I don't want someone with 10k that I can't test, so I'm just going over and above here. Also, if I use Catagrim down here, I've got to use Nastia. The whole ESO Lord thing. I wish Cyrus Skeleton spawned auto, to tell you the truth, because he's just not spawning them fast enough. Like by the time the Fiend gets into, he's facing backwards. By the time the Fiend gets into Cyrus's attack range, if he double taps, it's faster than Cyrus can spawn a skeleton, and it's not good. But if you have the gear and Mari doing her job, it can work. It is very powerful against Fiends, Captains. If you use Nastia, or if you use AI where Mari is, and face AI right, but have AI down 1 tile, facing right, then AI will spawn 3 crystals. It'll stop a lot of things from happening, but the LGs will get through. LGs will get through, and they will just kill Nazar, and then you're open to kind of whatever you want to do after that. So, unfortunately, and my Ingrid, if I had an A5 Ingrid, I'd probably use an Ingrid, Nazar, Catagrim, and then use Malvira in the other team is probably what I would actually do. But I don't have the A5 Ingrid, so this is what we're going with. And it is still tricky. Like, you still need to know the rage regen of the hero, so it probably will get a win or 2, but it will most likely fall. But what do you do for 2 teams, man? I've tried Lily as a healer with Catagrim. I've tried taking out Mari and adding Hollow below Carnelian, and that works great except for Flyers. The LGs get through, and they do indeed kill Nazar, unless the timing's perfect and Nazar's ult ends just as Hollow ult begins. But in order to do that, you have to send something that's not damaging the tank, so Hollow doesn't activate her ultimate. Anyway, so that didn't work out. Tried Nasty up top there, but then you can kind of just, you can take the Frost Dominion and you can kind of just ski through it. Especially with the Frost Dog, especially with higher levels. Like mine are level 5, and I've seen level 7 and 9s out there, stuff like that. So that is always going to be an issue. But this is, everything's mitigated as much as it can be. The weakest point of it is the Cyrus spawning with the Fiend's double tap, or somebody who's really dedicated on beating it with the Frost team. But last round, I said if we're fighting a monster, I want one rock solid team, because they just went through both of my OK teams last time, and I was thinking about, hey, maybe I'll put in Ireless here, and it would probably make it a super strong team, but it could probably still be beat by LGs, because if Hollow can't do it, Ireless might not do it either. And then this team with Carnelian, it isn't going to work because the count's always messing up, and they'll just bum rush Catagrum, and it'll just be good RNG, and he's dead pretty much right away. Like 3 double taps in a row, and I think it's over. So, this is what we're doing. 1 rock solid, 1 okay, fully mitigated as everything can be. And that's the mid-season changeup. All right. So, man, my guildmates made so many crazy good attacks here. Here's one from Valdofor. Pretty much dogfight of the night. And these sorcerers, these frost sorcerers, honestly, like, they're hard to use. They're tricky to figure out because you got to figure out the timing of everything else and everybody's alt and then fit them in there wherever they work to freeze. But when you can use them, I mean, they are pretty freaking cool, right? I mean, everything good here. Everything's frozen. The dogs walk right through. All of them. Let's go. Gets the W. This one here, done by Sir, probably one of my favorite of the night. Straight up bug assault. Death by hornets or wasps or whatever the heck they might be. The bee drills got him. Watch this. Little bait action. Count just hitting like a champ. See that guy go down? Well, Bisley Bub's giving good inspiration. But look at this. Oh yeah, Count's hitting the healers now. Watch this. These bugs just kill everything. They buy and nuke everything. Let's go. What's up? Damn. Good job. Here's another one performed by Sir. Another great attack. I better axe him again. Watch this. Straight away. No messing around, bringing the bugs out. Boom, Speed Demon. Probably had some RNG there with Boreas. But that's okay, because guess what? Better axe him again. Speed Demon. Boom. These ones make it. And Nazaw, of course, would be the one alive. But it doesn't even matter. Because the rage regen is going to be 0, and the dogs are just going to just eat everything. Look at that. Let's go. None shall be left alive. Secure the win. Here's one I did here. I tried using the Chaos Captain before this, and Greed slows that Chaos Captain down like 90%. I think it's because of how slow the Chaos Captain moves compared to the Blood Oath Queen here. But like, it's noticeably different. I couldn't believe, like, he wasn't even moving. So I ended up doing this, and apparently a bunch of people tried beating this comp. I didn't look to see if they were using my strat or not, but Greed, I mean with Ireless, so when Greed hits the Queen here, she slows down quite a bit too. It's crazy. But the Demon Captain even more so. Even more so. But that last Fiend makes it to the portal. Everything there. Secure to win. This one here was definitely different. They got the A3 Lady Mina, and a few had a hard time with it. But, and I'm not too sure if there's some RNG with Lady Mina or whatnot, but a few did lose at it. But I think the name of the game, and the healing rats, I think they worked, or others didn't have them level 5, as I think, and then they didn't use them. But the healers would have worked almost as well. You'd have just had to send the fiends in a healer, and then whatever the case might be. But yeah, look at this. Like, just CC, nothing dies. I mean, you could send a Fool there, and the Fool, it's probably just not going to help. But, I mean, you stack enough things up there. And look at this. Lady Mina almost takes out these dogs. Like, almost. The only thing that saved them there is she got nerfed. And there's nothing there really boosting her attack enough. So, nice job. Here's a Watcher comp. Arius brings out all the goodies. The Chaos Templars, or the Chaos Templars, Ember Fire Templars, the Spectral Archers, all that good stuff. But a lot of very strange setups. Like, they probably could have done the same setup, just kept it all on the left side of the map, and it would have been so much stronger. You wouldn't have had that issue. That's for sure. That's for sure. And I mean, if that didn't work, if they didn't, burn, the Spectral Archers would have done it anyway. And then once you figure out the timings in the sandbox, even with Ireless, there's always a little break of Nazar. Even if you got to take that thunderclap that he does there. But yeah. Boom. Nice flyover. Skiers a win. Now, this is a much better way, in my opinion, to set up this team. Although, with Nazar, it would be even stronger than the Count. Or maybe close to as strong. The Count's getting so much attack from Ingrid and Wukong. So, Count's going to hit hard. But Wukong and Count both physical. So, you bring in the Blood Oath. Right, so then the Blood Oath Queen's just going to be hanging around. Count's going to hit the Blood Oath Queen again. Fool's just going to proc the shields. And if Ingrid doesn't have the juice, which I couldn't imagine few Ingrids would, the LGs just kind of find their way through. So this team, I believe, with the Nazar on that spot, be much stronger. And just insult to injury. Let's send in the Beholders and the Speed Demon. Let's go, Anarius. Skiers a win. This team here, I seen the Folly my way as soon as somebody said, like, I set it up in my sandbox, but my Pope is A0, my Lady A80, and her artifact is only minimum skilled, so it didn't have the same effect as what I was testing. So, and it's pretty cool using the Shield Maidens like this. Basically what they're doing in between is just mitigating a little bit of damage here and there from the rest of the team, and in doing so keeps this whole thing going and everybody alive, gets the dogs through. Pretty smooth win. Pretty smooth win, and everybody followed suit except for me. I'm the only one that lost. Dang it, but good job, MDK. And this guy here, very much the same team, only 626 KBP, quite high. Catagrim plays a huge part there, but Carnelian kind of is lower, so very strong, would-be strong team. And yeah, just you use these Fools just to mitigate damage from the Glacius, from the Defender, and also from the dogs at the end of the fight. And it works really well because they're stuck on stupid, right? So they're just glitched out. And it kind of works out. And it kind of works out. See, the dogs didn't take that damage. Dogs didn't take no damage there. They weren't going to if it took them a little longer. Super nice win. Here is a super disgusting win. Can also be done with the Frost team pretty easily. So why I changed it from Nastia. But this, I'm just thankful this never happened to me. Yeah. Couldn't live with myself after. Chaos Mages. Archers. You know, Cyrus is already chunked down. And this is with Carnelian working properly now. before you never knew that how it was going, but look at this. Nazaw does go down too. Sometimes the Nazaw doesn't go down. Nazaw went down. And he's got dogs. Actually, here's kind of crazy. Because Valara did just barely ult. Nice. Oh, and everybody else fell to that team. So it was a strong team. Good job, Narius. Scares the win. MVP. And here is a good Watcher team, kind of like I was saying. Although they're using Brokir. Brokir actually under Ireless can do very well. This team, I believe, is a strong team. And the Chaos Captain here really does a lot for the Fiends as well. Like, the Fiends just, they got that little bit more that they need, you know? And here, Mari doing some good slows, but not as good as Greed. But Mari does that damage boost too, so. Probably just a matter of awakenings and gear, but nice win. Yeah, it was towards the end of the day, nobody attacked this guy, and whenever I see a Fasty banner, I always like to pop in and say hello. No reason. I like the guy. It's just funny. Just banner everywhere. Why would you do that? Oh, shit. But yeah, figured he needed a loss. And got those level 7 fools, so they were quite a bit better. And the Chaos Captain doesn't have to deal with a Greed this time. And I just send the fool behind, or the Fiend behind him, but didn't really need to. Let's go. Get the win. And I thought I'd go against the Vice leader here in the keep. It's kind of one of those setups where it's just if you can bait the Count's ult and at the same time bait a bunch of the minion attacks and have the fool proc the shield on the Fiend. I mean, preferably you want that magic tank to die. That was kind of party foul on me. But yeah. Pretty tricky. Pretty tricky strat. I'll say that. It took a while. I should have, when I was testing, I made sure the magic tank died before the fool kind of got there. But my team was quite a bit stronger, and the magic tank died quite a bit faster. So when you're setting up those teams with in the sandbox to kind of figure out what's going on, make sure you keep an eye on the BP. Yeah. So this was my maiden voyage with the Chaos Captain, and just kind of seeing what he does for more or less for the Fiend's damage and HP, and he sure makes a difference. It's not much, but in the sandbox I notice, like, you notice like sometimes a double tap doesn't quite kill a tank. Well, now it does quite kill a tank. The only issue is sometimes he can get stuck on the field. Yeah. But yeah, secure to win. So that is round 6. I am so curious who we're going to face. Round 7. But that's it. That's all. Shout out to all the guildmates. Man, you guys are doing so good. Many scores over 550. Well, 3 of us got over 500. Many of us got over 300, 350s, 380s out there. My defense setups, we don't even need to really go through those. It was all much of the same. 4-0. That's always a good thing. As always, you stayed to the end. I appreciate your time.